Well, hello. I'm flying solo today, so we're going to go over a few lesser known facts and little hacks about the COM. Um, the first one we're going to talk about is this guy right here. So, a lot of guys, everybody gets one of these in their kit, and a lot of people throw them in their glove compartment kit and they forget about them. And inside this thing has got it says everything that's inside of here. You got the reference guide. Um, You've got the radio hand mic, an extra radio fuse, an extra intercom fuse, an extra knob, a sticker, and a business card. So the ones you're probably going to use the most is the reference card. And I'm just going to pull this sucker out so you can kind of talk about each one of these things. So the reference card's kind of nice because you can scan each one of these things and get straight to our thing. So if you're out there and you can't remember where things are at, you can scan this with your phone. And if you just get your picture app, it'll come up on it, and you can go straight to our training, straight to our downloads, troubleshooting, and install. The fuses are nice if you ever blow a fuse. A lot of people say, where do you guys get those fuses? Well, inside your glove compartment back, you guys get a fuse. So here's the intercom fuse. You can see it's bigger. And let me find the radio fuse. It's usually in a bag, so you can see the different sizes. So this is the radio fuse. Whoops, did I just lose this? There we go. And there's the different sizes right there. You can kind of see how much bigger the intercom fuse is. And size doesn't really matter. This is actually a 2.5 amp fuse, and this is a 7 amp fuse, even though that one's bigger than the other. And then inside there also you guys get a little radio knob. So once we do our best we actually glue each knob on there. We actually put a little extra glue on there so those knobs don't fall off. But if you pull too hard, they will fall off. And when you put a dab of glue, I'm talking a little tiny dot. I mean, smaller than a raindrop. Like if mist hits your window, that's the most you put on the shaft of the radio knob. And then you just slide this sucker on. And I always like to use the gel control super glue so it doesn't go everywhere, because if you put too much in there, it will freeze up your radio button and you'll lose the knob altogether. So that's kind of the glove compartment pack that a lot of people forget about. And if you guys lose some of those other stuffs, reach out to us. We can replace some of that stuff if you guys just pay for the shipping. So anyway, the next thing I want to go into is if you guys have got the S4S V3, there's a little lesser known fact about this thing, about the Vox. So when you press and hold the Vox button, you're going to see it flash. So if you guys are really on it hard and you guys have got this Vox up there at a really high setting, and then you come to a stop and you're just waiting for somebody sitting there idling and it's cutting you in and off, instead of keep hitting the down button, if you press and hold this button right here and it'll flash, it'll drop the Vox nearly to the bottom so you guys can start talking while you're just sitting there idling. And then when you're ready to go again, you press the Vox button again and it sets it right back to where it was. So if you're like riding the dunes really hard and you're used to running those RPMs, 6,000 RPMs, it's really loud. That's a very useful function. If you guys just stop for a minute, it starts cutting you off. So again, to do that, you just press and hold the Vox until it starts flashing, and then the Vox will go down. This is only applicable to the V3. If you guys have got the version 2, sorry, we didn't have that feature at the time. We've added that to the V3. And then to get it back, you just push the button again. Although another one you can do is if you press and hold the plus, it'll rapidly go up, or if you press and hold the minus, it'll rapidly go down too. You'll hear it go up and down. Okay, we're going to move on to the radio now. Little known hack about the radio is, how do you know if you are transmitting? So you're going to look down here, down at the bottom of the radio, and I'm just going to talk into this radio for a second. Test 1 2, test 1 2, test 1 2. You see it changes to a P. That P means power, and then the bar comes up. And then with that number in the corner, that will tell you how much mic or how much power is going to the mic. The lower the number, if I just sit there and idle it, whoops, sorry, I got another radio over here. If you just idle it, it'll be really low. But if you start talking into it, you see the numbers going up. That's how much power or how much mic is being delivered through the radio. So, and when you transmit on it, so if I'm gonna do a quick transmit. I'm gonna turn this volume down so it doesn't yell at us. So if you press and if you hear the transmission, you can see it turns to an R and it shows how much it is. So R means receive, and that's what you're receiving for power. So if you're ever wondering if you're transmitting or receiving, you can kind of look at that bar and see if it's transmitting or receiving. Okay. Oh, and then another thing on the intercom or another radio is the numbers. So we've talked about this many times in the past, but the 101, that's the channel number. And if you don't see that or channel, you know you're probably on frequency mode. And frequency mode right here is this VM button. If I push this right there, you see how it changes over. That's frequency mode. That's channel mode. You want to probably stay in channel mode for most of your time, and then just simply turn your channels as you need to go to different locations. So those are some of the some different little hacks you can do for the COM. I didn't have much more than that. Let's see if I got the chat here. I forgot to look at the chat and see if there's anything going on here. So, oops, pushed the wrong button there. Looks like I don't have anything, but we are excited to keep moving on different things. We got a few new products coming out here soon that we'll introduce you guys to as they come out. One we're really excited about, and then the other one's one we've had in development for a little while too. But we'll save those for another day as soon as we get those actual production models coming in. We do have the new whole mount PTT brackets in stock now. I know we talked about those in a past chat as well. So those are in stock now. If you guys want to switch to those whole mounts, and we've had some good feedback with those, and I love how you can just put them, actually drill a 1/2-inch hole like in where you've got the switch panel, and they look really clean inside some of those. If you got extra little switch panels, you can put them right there too. They look really nice on there, and I'll probably try to bring you a picture of that too later on. So anyway, I'm not going to drag this out much longer. That's some hacks here, and we'll see you guys next time.